good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're listening to it again. Oh, I feel like I've got deja vu. If only
we've gone live this time. I'm just going to do that one because I forgot to do it again.
I know, yeah. We have got severe deja vu about this, but luckily there are no bloopers
Tom
on
forgets
this
to go
show.
live.
I forgot to press a button.
Yep, standard.
I am the host of the most Tom Show. I am joined with Mr. Ollie Butler Henderson, aka OBH.
Good evening.
We are conspicuous by his absence. We are missing Mr. Hope today.
Yes.
Hopefully will be joining us later. We've extended that offer of coming on. He was
doing something with food. Either he was cooking it or his dad was cooking it. One of the two.
So hopefully he will be on later on. It's been a quiet, but the news that has come out has been quite interesting.
Yeah, it's been big news. I mean, obviously you've got the injuries, you've had a couple of waivers, one surprising one. Heisman Trophy has been announced.
Yeah.
Man of the Year, Walter Payton Man of the Year, that's another one as well. That's always, I quite like seeing that award, to be fair.
We've got the NCAA
Heisman, yeah.
Finals
playoffs,
award, playoffs been announced, which we could predict later on in the show.
I haven't seen that one yet, so I'll have to let you take the lead on that one.
But shall we start with the top of the banners, as we so to speak? We have got.
Should we start again?
Panthers have fired their OC Joe Brady with Jeff Nixon taking the lead. OBH, what do you think of this?
So yeah, Jeff Nixon is taking the lead from with all of the understaff, so all the offensive coaches and coordinators are taking the lead on this one. Are we surprised? I mean, they went 3-0 the Panthers, and they haven't really shown up since, apart from a couple of wins.
Everyone got a bit excited, and then,
including us on the show, we won't lie. You know, we were worth the hell of Mr. Sam Darnold, and then he decided to get beaten up several times.
Well, that's the thing. It was weird because we'd said Darnold wasn't the problem, and we said, "Oh, it's going to be a new start for him, new year, new me, sort of thing," and it just turned out to be new year,
new Momo.
Darnold. So now they've got Cam. Something had to change with the offense, and they've done that. That's more about next year, isn't it? Let's face it.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be. You could see a full restructure of HC, DC, OC, and all that. Not from the BBC, but the offensive coordinator. It's just a case of getting through the games now, isn't it, for the rest of the season? So Carolina finish off with Atlanta this week, Buffalo, Tampa twice, and New Orleans. Not an easy run in fixtures, is it?
No.
What are they? 5-7 or something like that at the moment. It's difficult.
Similar to us, aren't they?
It's going to be a difficult running, isn't it? So
it is. I don't envy him. If you want to get involved with the show, get involved with the comments down below. It's going across.
Yeah, there you go. Get involved in the comments. They all went in with Cam Newton going and thought, yes, it's going to be, after that first win against the Cards, they thought, oh, brilliant, absolutely superb. We're back. Back where they belong. We're going to start winning. Cam Newton was fired his team going again.
I'm back.
Then they faltered against Washington. To be fair, Washington on a roll at the moment, and then Miami absolutely steamrolled them.
They are. They are looking very strong, Mr. Heineke.
Oh yes, and Tua actually played well against them as well. So it looks. Yeah, they've just got to get that dynamic ready now, and that ready for next season. Look who they find. We'll get them in early. Get that playbook sorted out there, because I think it's still in Cam's style of play, not I don't think it.
Definitely.
And then they've got to work out who they're going to have as their quarterback next year. Are they going to draft one in? Are they going to go with Cam? Are they going to go with Sam?
I'd stay with Cam.
I wouldn't. I would probably go with Sam, if I'm honest. If you got,
Would you?
yeah, if you can
He's had
get
such a stellar year so far.
Yeah, but he's been out for a lot of them. He's been battered about. He needs to get an O-line. Because look how good he was at the start of the season. He was superb. You've got to keep C-Mac fit. If you've got your security blanket, C-Mac fit, and then that's fine. So I think go with Sam. Possibly draft a QB in, let a bit in the later rounds. I don't think you need to draft one quite so early. Although, when we talk about the Heisman Trophy, I will talk about something in a minute because I'm probably going to completely and utterly contradict myself. But yeah, I would roll with Sam. I mean, Cam's only on a one year deal. Well, rest of the season deal anyway. So we'll see what happens.
What do you guys think? Do you think they should go with Sam or Cam? Let us know.
Definitely on that one.
Injuries.
There you go. There it is. We're playing musical banners again, mate. I'll let you take the musical banners, shall we?
We'll start with Jamal Adams.
Mr. I am the best DB in the league. Yeah. Pay me the money, but I haven't had a takeaway. But I've never had a takeaway.
How have they gone this season?
They've won 4 games.
Yeah.
To be fair, the defense is average.
You need more than that.
No, that's saying so. But at least they haven't lost to Detroit. Yeah, I know. I'm evil. I'm bitter. Yeah, I think that is a blow because he is a leader on that pitch. He is a very good. He is a good player. Yes, his stats doesn't show it. You don't become a bad player overnight. It's a bad situation in Seattle at the moment. So it is a bit of a blow. Although I don't know how deep they are at strong safety or I think he's strong safety, isn't he? Yeah, strong safety.
Yeah.
I don't know much of their backup.
We've got Washington's tight end Logan Thomas out with a knee injury. That is a season-ending one.
That's a real because he's had 2 games back, so he's been back for 2 games since his hamstring.
Yeah.
So he came I think he came back against Tampa. I think they slowly brought him back in then. That's a bit of a blow because his touchdown reception against Las Vegas was brilliant. One-handed up in the air, the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Really good catch. So it's a shame. I mean, Heineke liked him. They went to him quite a bit when he played him. It's just a shame. It's another one of those players who got a bit battered and bruised and just not probably recovered properly, a bit like C-Mac has, because that bloke's made of glass as well, isn't he?
Yeah, it's that bad luck, isn't it? It's just once you get a couple of games back under your belt, you're sort of in that zone.
Yep.
And then this happens, and do GM start asking questions? Do they start saying, is he made of glass? Is he worth it? Is he? And that's when things can get a bit ugly for players, I think. But hopefully he'll put in the effort, come back stronger next season.
Yeah, they haven't said what the knee injury is. They've just said it's season-ending knee. So
it'll need surgery of some sort, I'm guessing.
Very highly it is going to be some kind of ligament, either ACL, MCL, or the pectoral, the one that goes down the front, which holds it all together. Hopefully, it's just strains or doesn't need surgery, and he'll come back nice and strong. Loads of physio on it and all that. So hopefully, they'll come back nice and strong, and he'll be
hopefully
fit again, ready for next season because he does look a good tight end. To be fair,
yeah, definitely. Giants QB Mike Glennon. He's out with a concussion.
He's not out. He is going to be game day decision, I think, but they are readying Jake Froome for the starting role. It is pretty much, from what I read the other day or yesterday, it is 50-50. To be fair, would it be a bad thing playing Jake Froome for a few weeks?
No,
Give the young lad a go.
Give him a chance and let him give himself a bit of a.
You drafted him for a reason.
Exactly.
You drafted him fairly high, if I remember correctly. I think it was the third round they drafted him in this year. Give the guy a go. You know, obviously he hasn't had the reps that Glennon had over the last week, or Danny Dimes Jones had all season, but go for it. Give him the game. You know, what have you got to lose? You've won 4 games this season. Your schedule isn't too bad from now, so you've got Chargers, Dallas, Eagles. So give him a couple of games. Let him have a run. Let Danny Dimes get back. Let Danny Dimes get back to how he should be, fully fit. Because Mike Glennon isn't going to do you any favours, so why not give the rookie a go?
Yeah. On to my team, Mr. Adam Phelan.
Do you want to take the lead on this one?
Is a to me.
What is the injury? Because all it says on the NFL
an ankle injury. It doesn't. I haven't actually. Let me have a look. I know that it was enough to need a scan, and he didn't practice.
Yeah, I saw he went for a scan on Monday. Was he just embarrassed playing for you guys?
Ooh.
On Sunday, so he decided, crap, fuck this, I'm not playing anymore.
Ow. You went for a scan. It's an ankle injury. Let me have a look.
Again, it could be just a twist, a sprain, a roll.
I mean, that's what they said at first, but we all know what the media games like. They'll be like, "Oh, we don't know." But he is. It doesn't actually say, just his ankle.
Yeah. So
good news is for us, or good or bad, depending on what people think.
Interesting. If he misses this now, he's pretty much got 2 weeks. You've pretty much got a bye now. Because you play tonight, then you play Chicago week 15 on Monday Night Football. So you pretty much got a bye.
Yeah.
So it gives you those extra days to rest, which is good. I've always thought if you play on a Thursday, you should play on a Monday to give you that extra bit of bye. I've always thought that. You know, you're playing 2 games in 4 days. Give the players that extra time, stretch it out a little bit more. Done that one, you know. So,
good news for us is also. Well, we'll come into that later on when we preview Thursday Night Football. Get ahead of myself there. We've got Fitzpatrick, season-ending hip injury.
Yeah, I think this might be the last season we see of Fitzmagic playing. I think this is him. I can't see where he could go.
No.
As a starting role, I don't think there's anywhere else now. Looking down my board, Washington sorted. You know, it depends what Russ Wilson goes. If he goes, it depends on Big Ben, I suppose.
Yeah, but would you see him as a starting quarterback for those franchises?
No. If you're going to go there, you're going to go for a rookie, I think. Or there is better players out there than him that are younger and fitter.
There are, absolutely. And you never know. Cam Newton might be available on the grapevine.
I
mean,
Cam Newton to be around next season as well. That's another one.
I think so. But for who, I don't know.
COVID list players. There's a few of them. There's a few of them. Washington, I've had a couple. Now, Washington have New York Giants this weekend. Not a huge lose to, you know, you lose one of your number one wide outs, your number one cornerback. So it's not a massive loss. Hey, Mr. Hope is joining the room.
Live and in colour.
Sorry, I'm late.
Hello, Mr. Hope. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
For today.
That's the burning question.
What's the question, sorry?
Tea? How was tea?
It was lovely, thank you.
Where's ours? Where was our invite? That's what I want to know.
You're always welcome in Bath, you know that.
I had fish and chips tonight, so I'm all good. Bought by my lovely lady.
Yeah, well, I had burgers and sweet potato fries. It was really good.
Oh, so I had pasta bake. Was I the only one who had fairly healthy food, non-chip food?
Ollie, just quickly, who do you think? Where do you think Cam's going to end up next season? And is it going to be Sam or Cam next year for the Panthers?
Where do I think Cam will end up next season?
Yeah, if he goes, well, is it going to be Sam or Cam next season for the Panthers? And if it's Sam, where will Cam end up?
Can I say neither?
Oh. Shall we talk about that when we get to the Heisman Trophy finalists?
Yeah.
I think that might be a conversation we need to speak to because I got something on that one.
Well, I think Cam might end up back up at Washington to Taylor Heineke.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, so as we were saying, Chargers are lost Mike Williams and Chris Harrods to COVID. So obviously you got your Giants playing Giants without your QB1, possibly out QB2. You're going to get quite a bit of offense.
Yeah, but New York also without QB1 and QB2.
That's what I said. You're playing New York without QB.
I thought you meant Washington. Just come on, okay?
Oh, okay.
Where's your ring?
Oh, it's down here. I can put it on if you want.
I think that should be something that you wear every single week now.
So, Washington Montez Sweat, I think that's pronounced. He's unvaccinated, got COVID, so he's going to be out for 10 days minimum as well on that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which, I don't know what is going to happen over there in the NFL. It's coming more and more over here in the European countries going, right, if you're not vaccinated, you ain't allowed to do anything. I think it's going to be more of a case, it's going to be spread more worldwide, especially with the new variant that's out at the moment.
Yeah, well, I think it's a bit like it will turn into what happened to Kyrie Irving in basketball.
Yeah.
So in New York, you're not allowed to do indoor sport if you're unvaccinated.
Okay.
So the Nets just basically went to Kyrie Irving, okay, either you get vaccinated or we're not playing you this season. And if we're not playing you, we're not paying you.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, they're going to have to start. I mean, I know...
Are they going to have the opt-outs again?
Well, yeah. I am all for pro-choice. I'm all for... If you're stupid enough not to get the vaccine, go for it. Just don't leave your house.
Yeah.
But when it comes to professional sportsmen, I'm sorry, but you've got to sort of get yourself vaccinated. Otherwise, you don't get paid or played.
I mean, it was a bit like that. It's a bit like going back to that DeAndre Hopkins tweet a couple of months ago where he's like, so I need to make a choice between like going against my beliefs or letting my team down.
What, the one he instantly deleted straight after?
That's the one.
One of his teammates obviously gone, do you want to retract that a little bit?
Kyra's like...
Ollie, just going about this. Daniel Carlson isn't a punter, he's a field goal kicker.
Ah, I know that. That's why I put Raiders kicker. And then if you look along, then he goes ... His their punter's already signed an extension as well.
Oh, has he? Okay.
Yeah, I read that on the NFL earlier.
So we're skipping past the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominees and going...
Yeah, we'll come back to that a bit.
Straight to the Raiders kicker. He signed... Daniel Carlson, he's signed a contract extension. 4 years, 18.4 million, £4 million signing bonus or singing bonus. 10.2.
You guys both checked that as well. That's brilliant. Oh, well, never mind. You're letting someone who's dyslexic write the banners.
So that's $10.2 million guaranteed.
He is a bloody good kicker.
He is a good kicker.
He'd probably put him as probably one of the best ones in the league at the minute.
He's better than Bobby Gold.
And he's better than anything the Vikings always have.
What do you think about that?
Hey, is John watching?
I don't know. He's got 4 people watching apparently.
Well, hey, AJ Cole's a good punter as well. He's the 4th one that he's got on the best percentages in the league at the moment. He's 51.5 is his average, which is So either shows that the Raiders have got a really bad offense and they can't actually go that far down the field. They've got to punt it an average of 51 yards, or literally puts it all the time within like 2 yards of the end zone. Something like that.
And also splashing the cash, the punter has also signed an extension.
Yeah, there's no information on that one yet.
Highest paid punter.
All it says on there, all it says is, I don't know how much punters make. Can't be huge amounts, can it?
No, it's not exactly going to be quarterback money, is it?
No, but it'll be worth a punt.
Hey! He's here all week, folks.
I'm here all week, yeah.
I'll let you take over the banners again now, Tom.
Going back up to the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominees.
I love this award.
It's a great award.
It is a great award. So it's basically given to people to help charities or do volunteer work in their area. I mean, we've had winners like, Mr. Payton himself, TJ Watt.
I'm guessing
JJ
Walter Payton. Walter Payton didn't win the Walter Payton Man of the Year award.
No, it would have been named something completely different. In fact, they're probably named after him, isn't it? I mean, look at those names. There are some big names in there. Obviously, you've got Aaron Jones. You've got Miles Jack. Darren Waller's another one as well.
Matthew.
Yeah. Who would have thought that? One of the hardest players in the league is...
But that's what you find in all sports. The hardest players, the biggest players, the ones who are often hated by the fans because they're cheating or they're perceived to be aggressive. I mean, there's a guy at Boston called Brad Marchand, and he was...
You know the Boston Burns?
What's that?
You mean the Boston Bruins?
Yeah, Boston Bruins, yeah.
I'm drunk enough.
He was absolutely hated. He's absolutely hated by the fans, but he does so much for the hospitals. The children's hospitals around there. And it's amazing watching him do it because you're thinking, this guy's a legitimate enforcer. He will kick 7 barrels out of everyone. But
and then you look at someone like Alvin Kamara, what he did just before.
What did he do again?
He paid
He
for...
went to a food bank, didn't he? Or soup kitchen?
It was in Target. I think it was Target, and he paid for 100 people's groceries.
Okay.
On the eve of Thanksgiving, which is...
And he was absolutely loving it, wasn't he? He was just having fun. He was just saying that, you can...
don't worry about it. Have whatever you want. Brilliant. Yeah, fair play to him. It's absolutely superb. You know who I want to win it? And I'm not saying this because of biasness. I'm saying this because it would be quite funny. I want Lawrence Guy to win it. So there you go. So this guy has won Man of the Year just for a bit of a joking, laughing around, Yeah. It's a nice prestige award. They have a nice, the little emblem on their jersey sewn in for the year. It is a nice award to have. As I've just seen Andrew Whitworth come past. Yeah. He's going to be the 5th oldest non-kicker or non-punter playing in the NFL next week. He's 40, this guy. He's going to be the 5th oldest person, and there's no one over the age of 42 who's played in this league who's a non-kicker or punter. So that's mad.
On to the next banner. Texans have waived linebacker Zach Cunningham, and Saints waiver Kenny Stills.
They're both surprising to me.
Kenny Stills was waived after his drop at the weekend.
Yeah.
So who do they have at the weekend? I can't remember who Saints had at the weekend. Miami, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, he was dropped after that. Which is lethal. I mean, I know this is a mad league and a brutal league and all that, but dropping someone for one drop? Crying out loud. Terry Kill should have been dropped ages ago. Watching some earlier on, he's had 3 drops that's leaded into interceptions, 2 of them for pick 6.
I'm guessing that they're trying to sort of make space on the salary cap at some point.
Yeah, well, the
he wasn't a massive signing.
No,
he was only like 2 million or something like that.
But the Saints are way over the salary cap for next season.
If the Saints over the salary cap, what are the Rams?
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, Zach Cunningham, that's a bit of a strange one. There's no news come out on that one. It's just that he's been waived. They probably are going to get both picked up. They're still very good players. I mean, Kenny Stills is a very good returner. He's going to get picked up somewhere. I can see that.
With Mohamed Sanu going on to IR, I wouldn't mind the Niners picking up Stills.
Sanu gone? Oh, Sanu back on injured, is he?
Yeah, he's out for the season.
When did that come through?
Last week.
Okay, before this week's game, then. Fair enough.
It might have been 2 weeks. It might have been 2 weeks ago, actually.
Fair enough.
I've known for a while, but it's not like he's exactly a big enough player for it to be big news.
Yeah, well,
he's like a WNF 3 or 4.
He would have been 2 or 3 years ago when he was at Atlanta.
Yeah.
When they were lighting the league up and then lost.
Yeah. I'm certain Tom Brady decided to do Tom Brady things in the Super Bowl.
Yes. Saying that, have you seen the ESPN's predictions for who's going to be in the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Bucks against the Patriots.
Yeah.
What was it? That 10% chance or something like that was the highest percentage.
Get ready for game day.
Somebody's ready for game day.
What the hell was that?
Hopefully it's Tom because Vikings is tonight.
It wasn't me. It was just I was getting the stuff up for the playoffs.
Okay.
College playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah. So that leads us onto a segue, I think.
Kinda.
We have the NCAA playoffs announced this week, along with the Heisman Trophy finalists. Shall we start with it?
What happened to number 1?
That's a very good point.
Because when I checked, number 1 was there.
We'll take that one off then. We'll hide that one.
So,
then it went across the bottom. It looks a bit better.
Shall we start with the teams? We've got in the NCAA in the playoff schedule this year. We've got number 1 ranked Alabama.
Massive surprise that.
And number 2 ranked Michigan Wolverines against number 3 ranked Georgia.
Can I say something? When Michigan won the title last week.
What, when they had 115,000 people on the pitch?
Yeah. Jim Harbaugh looked happier than when he took the Niners to the Super Bowl.
Is that a bad reflection on the Niners at the Super Bowl?
No, I'm talking about when we just won the championship game.
Okay. Interesting, that. Be a long time since Michigan have been in the NCAA finals, I think.
It was their first title, I think.
Yeah, it's mad.
I'm going to stick my head out on the line and say I think Michigan will win it all this year.
Who's Alabama got this year?
Bama have got.
They're playing number 4, aren't they?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. That's Cincinnati, isn't it? One of my picks for the top QBs.
So the Heisman Trophy finalists. Congratulations to you all, by the way.
Bryce Young's going to win it.
What's that?
I think Bryce Young's going to win it.
I was looking back. Me and Tom were looking back pre-show. There's only been one defensive player winning the Heisman Trophy, and that was in 1997, and it was Charles Woodson for Michigan, cornerback, punt returner. He won 65% of the votes. How mad is that? And it is normally QBs, running backs, or wide receivers. It is majority of the time quarterbacks. of win it.
Yeah.
Well, Chase
Te-
Young
yeah.
was in the finalists, and he didn't get it, did he?
No, he lost out to Joe Burrow
Yeah.
that year. You know, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Marcus Mariota, James Winston, Johnny Football, RG3, Cam Newton.
I forgot Johnny Football won it.
You know, the last.
Either won it. That's the amazing thing.
Which school do you think's won the most Heisman trophies?
Has to be.
I'll give you a clue. They've won 7 times. 3 teams have won it 7 times, or 3 schools have won it 7 times.
I'd say
Clemson.
Nope.
Michigan.
Nope.
Buckeyes.
LSU.
Nope. What do you say, Ollie?
Buckeyes.
Ohio State. Yeah, that's one of them.
Texas A&M.
Nope.
The Gators.
Nope.
Sooners.
Nope. Oh, Oklahoma. Yeah, Sooner. Yep. One more. Try to be true.
Not to Notre Dame.
Yeah, they're the other ones.
Is that supposed to be an Irish accent?
That was my Irish accent.
I'll tell you what. The leprechaun is very good. He can do backflips and everything.
Yeah, you were saying that the other week. That was awesome, man. I've got to see that. I'm going to have to Google it, I think, and watch it.
What I mean, they're coming over in 2023. They'll be in Ireland.
Over in Dublin. So hopefully they'll have the
That's
same.
a third-long podcast trip, I think.
Oh yes. So Ollie's gone for Bryce Young.
I'm gonna go with Aiden Hutchinson. I've watched his stats and his highlight video, and you know what? The guy's a beast.
He reminds me of JJ.
He's relentless.
He does remind me of JJ Watt. He is going to be a monster in this league.
Yeah.
He is predicted to go number 1. I like Kenny Pickett from the pits.
Can I make a 2022 Heisman Trophy prediction too?
Go on, then. I haven't watched any players like but yeah, go on then.
DJ Opetanglele is going to win it.
Who and what position and where from?
Quarterback Clemson.
Okay.
He is the Trevor Lawrence of next year.
Oh, is he already touted as number 1?
He pretty much already is number 1.
Well, it depends if Jags get to number 1. Are they going to go for another quarterback?
I looked at Pickett. I looked at Bryce Young. I was saying to OBH in the pre-show, he is a very good quarterback, extremely good.
He's got the most yardage in the league.
If I recall correctly, wasn't he starting last year, but then got injured, which opened the door for Mac Jones?
Correct.
Yes.
He would have been the starting quarterback at Bama. And then got injured. Was it game before? Or in the last preseason game, and Mac Jones opened the door? Okay, then.
Good wide receiver who I think has helped him a lot, which is good, which is what you want from you.
So Carson Palmer's brother, Jordan Palmer, who is a quarterback type guru, coach type thing, he is very high on Pickett. He's very high on Pickett and Riddler. He's, loves them. He loves the arm strength. He loves how they play, the way they are about it. I tried to get a couple of videos on it, show it later on, but he's very, very high on those players. He likes Bryce Young. He loves his throwing action and his explosion in the arm. But yeah, I would love to see Hutchinson.
I have to admit, of these four people, the only one I've actually seen play fairly consistently is Bryce Young. Basically because the ESPN show Alabama pretty much every week.
True. Okay then. Where is each one of these players going? So we've got quarterback from Alabama, Bryce Young. Quarterback from Ohio State, CJ Stroud. Pitt's quarterback, Kenny Pickett. Defensive end from Michigan, Aiden Hutchinson. Where are they going?
Bryce Young, Lions.
Okay, yep.
I reckon they're going to give up on Goff and take quarterback number 1.
Fair enough.
And in my opinion, Bryce Young is the best quarterback out there.
Okay. I'm going to go for I reckon the Lions are going to go for Hutchinson. I reckon they're going to stay with Goff.
Really?
And I reckon they'll build around Goff for a couple of years until they have that kind of class that we've had this year of quarterbacks. This year, it's been touted this year's quarterbacks aren't as good as, next year's quarterbacks aren't as good as this year's quarterbacks. So I think they'll go for Hutchinson. I reckon Pittsburgh will go for Pitts. Pitt's quarterback, Kenny Pickett.
You reckon Pittsburgh going to pick from Pittsburgh, do you reckon?
I reckon he will do. I reckon that will be a very good pick for them. It will be very good for the team, very good for the city as well.
Here's the thing, though. Do you think he'll still be there when Pittsburgh pick comes around?
I reckon he will be. Because I reckon there's a lot of teams that aren't going to need quarterbacks that high up. There's only picked quarterbacks in the last couple of years.
True, there's Jags, Trevor Lawrence, Jets, Zach Wilson.
Exactly, you lot, but and Ollie's lot and Tom's lot as well.
I think we'll be ahead of Pittsburgh.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
I think we're going to make the playoffs.
All right, Pittsburgh still could make it.
Yeah, well, if they beat Tom's lot tonight, they have a very good chance.
Yep. I reckon Texans take Bryce Young.
Fair enough.
And I reckon CJ Stroud will go to the Panthers.
So do you agree with me that Bryce Young will be the first quarterback off the board?
Yes. But not because I think he's the best quarterback out there, because I think Ridler's the best quarterback out there. I think Bryce Young is more of what this league's quarterbacks are. He's more mobile. He's a great runner with the ball.
I have to admit, I've not seen Ridler play much.
Ridler has got a brilliant arm. Ridler reminds me a lot of Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, that kind of quarterback.
I know they're not the same player, but I think Bryce Young is a bit like Mac Jones was this year.
Really?
I think he's the most NFL ready of the quarterbacks.
But would Mac Jones be where he is now if he landed in Jacksonville?
No, I don't think he would be.
Exactly. It's that situation. Mac Jones is the best NFL-ready quarterback, landed in the best situation. If it had landed at Chicago, your place, not saying you're not the best team there or anything like that, or Jets, he wouldn't have had the season he's having now because he hasn't got the team franchise built around him.
Yes.
That's what I think.
I think Hutchinson will go to the Jags. I think
I would double on that.
I think that the first QB will be. I do think Lions will go for. I looked at Stroud and I thought he was actually quite an interesting player, so I think they may go for Stroud. Bryce Young, I think, may drop. A bit like.
Oh, Jones. You're going to reckon he's going to be like the guy on draft
day? What's his name? What's the guy's name?
Need to find out. Did anyone go to his birthday party? That seemed to be the.
Yeah. Who went to his 21st?
Okay, here we go then.
Who went to his 21st birthday for Bryce Young? Let us know. Because that could be a deal breaker.
Sky Bet reckon Matt Corral from Omas will be the first quarterback off the board. I cannot pronounce that. The edge from Oregon, Kayvon whatever is.
Go on, have a go at it.
Thibodeau, something like that. He's favourite to go number one, and then it's Adrian Hutchinson. It's according to Sky Bet as we speak at this moment.
Well, I mean, there's a while until the draft.
Yeah, I mean, a lot can happen now.
You've
got free agency first.
Yeah, we haven't even booked our flights to Vegas yet.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens on that
one. Shall we move on to our players of the week?
Yep. As he was late arriving, should we let him go first?
Yeah, let's go. Mr. Ollie, you picked
George Kittle. I mean, Kittle is back.
Yeah.
I love that touchdown run. Literally tight-roping it down the
sideline. I have some questions why he wasn't on the field for that 4th and 1 at the end of the game. But then again,
I
There
was
was
asleep
G-
then, so I
There was GBH going on in the end zone that the ref somehow missed.
don't know. We said this so many times this season. How many fouls have the refs missed this year? Blatant fouls.
It was like if the Niners breathed the same air as the Seattle players and they fell over, it was PI. And then at the end of the first half, one of our DMs, the new one that we traded for, was getting assaulted. And then Trent Sherfield was getting assaulted in the end zone on the 3rd and 1 at the end of the game. And the refs just like, no, it's fine.
Yet they throw a flag for
Hugging
the
the
minus of minists roughing the passer play when literally I think Josh Allen was probably 2 millimeters out of bounds.
Yeah.
And he was in the air and they threw the flag on that one. It's like,
I mean,
Huh?
they threw a flag because DK Metcalf hugged the post.
yeah,
Whereas
that's ridiculous. That kind of thing's got to change.
Trent Sherfield's literally being hugged so he can't get anywhere near the ball.
And they also throw the flag for Cam Newton saying he's back, which was true 2 weeks later because he threw 3 picks.
He's definitely back in the changing room.
Oh, yes.
Or back on the bench, more like.
Thomas.
Okay,
Over to you.
I'm going to go. Oh, sorry.
We need to decide on one person that does these banners.
We did do, and then you didn't come.
It was you for the comments.
You decided on me without me being there, did you?
We did.
Go on then. Throw yours up then, Tom. Have you just deleted it? It was Cooper Cup.
It was Cooper Cup. I think he had a great game on.
Well, I mean, he's having a great season.
It seems to be every week that we've mentioned Cooper Cup as player of the week. I mean, this week he was 8 from 10, 129 yards, 1 touchdown. Ollie, you shared his video earlier.
Yeah,
about
I think that's the most impressive thing about him this week, to be honest.
That game,
him showing IQ. Him showing his football IQ.
Yeah, that was superb. I mean, so he read the route before the ball had even been released from the quarterback.
We saw that,
he knew exactly what the corner was doing.
We saw him go, and then he just sort of
stuttered
and he changed the pace as well. He knew where it was going to be, and he dragged the out of position, and then
the cornerback was got. He was a good yard past the cornerback before even the ball was released.
Yeah,
and that's why he went into the end zone untouched. And it was like, yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
As I'm going to click this one, I'm going for the Tash. The Tash and the mullet is
Minshew-mania!
Oh my God, how good was he?
Minshew-mania.
His first drive, he went 10 for 10. His second drive, he only had 2 missed targets. He was superb, and it shows. If Eagles went for him for the rest of the season, I reckon they'll have a winning record, or not a winning record, a better record than if they went for the guy who always gets names confused with
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. I reckon they'll have a better record with him. So they've got let me go across the board quickly. Yeah, by this week, Washington, New York, Washington, Dallas. You can see if they went for Minshew, they could possibly even win the 3 games. I don't think they'll beat Dallas, but I reckon they could beat Washington and New York.
Have you noticed how Washington's last 5 games are all against divisional opponents?
Yeah. And it's Eagles and Dallas twice.
Yeah.
Sorry, but whoever sorted those fixtures out needs to be shot because that is poor.
Yeah.
It used to be. Did you remember? It used to be 3 divisional games at the front, 3 divisional games at the back.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. I reckon it should go back to that. NFL, when you're listening to this, please sort that out and have 3 divisional games at the front, 3 divisional games at the back.
I don't necessarily agree with that, but I feel like there should be designated weeks where everyone plays divisional games.
Agreed. Definitely the bare minimum on that one.
And I think one of them should be first game of the season.
Yep, and the second one should be the last game of the season, at least.
Isn't it usually last game of the season?
No, because Cardinals got you, Falcons.
No, Niners got Rams.
So no, it's not. It used to be when it was 16 games.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've done it because it's the extra game. Shall I hit the predictions, Banner?
I was going to say, shall we go on to predictions and then Thursday night football?
Let's do Thursday night predictions.
Thursday
Out
night
of 41 predictions, there's only one between us now. Mr. Hope, or Baby Hope, as Nikki calls you, you are leading by 1. Me and Tom, we're on 22.
Let's not let Baby Hope stick.
You got to blame your ex-colleague for that one, mate.
Yeah, but I'm assuming that's because she also knows my dad.
Possibly, I don't know.
Should I just state my banker?
Yeah, state your banker, mate.
Although it kills me to say this, it's Seattle.
So Seattle this week have
Houston.
Yes, they do. I'm looking at them on board. I was looking Tampa, and I think they don't have them this weekend. Yeah, Houston.
How have I gone to last?
Because you haven't had 1 point in the last 2 weeks.
To be fair, you did. To be fair, one of your weeks we did de facto you to Finn.
Finn got 2. He got 2 out of 3 that week.
He did, to be fair.
He got more than me. First, I should get him down here to do mine now. I mean, we had a couple of people that entered last week. We had Kelly and John enter us last week. We all went Bengals. All got that wrong. John also went for Raiders along with Mr. Hope, and that was wrong.
Oh, hiya, John.
Hey, do you want to put his up?
Yeah. John, I'm going to ask you quickly because I don't know if you were here at the start of the show. What do you think about your kickers and punt?
Kicker and punter.
Contracts?
It was only me with my Pats who made it back on you two.
By the way, Ollie, I'm banning you, Mr. Hope. I'm banning you from ever saying Vikings are an easy banker. Your exact words were, I think I could go easy and pick Vikings. And
yeah, I know.
Happened?
I said the Vikings was too easy. Well, I mean, I think the Vikings are going to lose tonight, so that's probably a good omen for you.
Yeah,
I think we're going to win tonight, unfortunately, but we'll see.
Kelly, John, Jack, as you three seem to be entering more often than not, could you drop your predictions in the comments? First game, Cardinals against the Rams. Divisional matchup could be massive for the playoffs, this one.
I think Cardinals are a better team. Rams are still a bit in disarray a bit. I'm going with Cardinals.
I'm going with Cardinals.
Shall I make it a full house then?
We're a bit unstuck, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to go for full house. I think the Rams have turned the corner. I just don't think they've turned enough of a corner yet. They're, they've taken the first exit roundabout, not gone all the way around yet. So yeah, I'm going to go for Cardinals on that one. Another game that has massive playoff implications on this one. Bucks against the Bills.
I'm going to believe in Buffalo.
I'm going to say the same. I want to destroy the NFL machine as much as I can, and if that means knocking out the Bucks or knocking out New England, I will back that 110%. So, come on, Buffalo. Come on, Bills. Let's make good old cry.
I'm going against you two. I'm going for Tampa Bay. I just think Buffalo, they were iffy against us. There was some dodgy play calling on that one. Okay, yeah, the win doesn't help. They weren't very good against Tennessee. They weren't very good. They were shocking against Jacksonville.
But they've also played some very good games this year.
They've shut out 2 teams twice, admittedly, on that one. And Kelly's just put her in. There we go. So yeah, I'm going for the Buffalo Bills, Tampa Bay Buccaneers on that one.
I'm going to go totally against Kelly and go for the Panthers on the last one.
I'm following Kelly on that one. I'm going for the Falcons.
I have got to stick with my prediction league picks, which I actually managed to remember this week. It's the boxing that's completely knocked me out of sorts with that because I've just not been. I am going with the Panthers because I just don't. I don't know. I don't know about the Falcons yet. They're a sort of hit and miss team, as are Panthers. But I think
I just realised I've gone first in all three, and Tom's copied me every time.
But I have stuck to my
predictions. Yeah,
predictions.
Fair play. Is that why you're not in the top 100? Me and Ollie are both in the top. Well, Ollie's only just in the top 100.
I mean,
sneaking in.
Mate, I've just sneaked into the top 50 of 49. Last year I was in the top 20. It's
I
ridiculous.
I sneaked in on 99, didn't I?
Yeah, at least you're in there.
I saw your comment. I'm not sure Tom did.
I don't think Tom and John's put his in, so let me just pop that one on the screen like that. Rams, Bucks, Panthers. John's gone for. And he's either eating sweets or he's got his chain out again. I can't see because the band.
Yeah, sorry. I just moved my chain out the way.
I don't think our baby hope is the way to go. I think it's Oh Diddy.
Oh Diddy.
So, shall we move on to Thursday night football?
Thursday night football. This is going to be the
next leg of
great game. I think this could be a really good game.
Yeah, I've not watched. I didn't watch any primetime games last week, but I'm watching this one.
Vikes will be in primetime purple this week. Dalvin Cook is looking more and more likely to start or to play at least.
Yeah, it's trending upwards apparently, as they've called it.
I don't think that it's the offense that's the issue at the moment. I think Zimmer's forgotten to coach defense, which I don't know how, but we've got Kendricks back, we've got Barr back, we've got Peterson back, we've got the ingredients.
I was waiting for that. The Zimmer ran out banner. Yeah, I mean that says something. Your defense is 29th ranked in the league.
I think we should just leave this up for the entire show.
Yeah, I did. Just have it roll across the bottom with the leave your comments. We'll have to change that. Zimmer out. Leave your comments.
I mean, if he's like I said, I'm starting to think. Let's start the tanking early. Let's get as good a draft position as we can. Let's get.
But when you've got both New York teams have 2 picks each. Philadelphia have 3 picks, all in the first round.
I know you guys have probably said this, but I miss it, so I'm going to say this now.
Go on, then.
This Jamal Adams trade is getting worse and worse for Seattle, isn't
it? Yeah.
We said this
every day because they haven't got a pick in the first round. Chicago.
I think Cardinals are the only NFC West team that actually have a pick in the first round next year.
They're just going to take a night off. So yeah, offense. Your Vikings are ranked 8th. Steelers 23rd, but it's no surprise when you got Big Ben and hardly thrown over 5 yards more than twice a game.
As OC was saying last week, some needs to tell him that his time is up.
Yeah, agreed on that one.
I think this could be.
I'm not sure if you guys.
John's just asked. If you tank, who would you draft? What position is priority?
I'm not sure guys have mentioned this, but he has said that to his teammates that he thinks this is last year in Pittsburgh.
I think he'll be calling it a day. His body's giving it up now.
Yeah.
It's not like Aaron Rodgers. It's not like Tom Brady, who's both of them could play like another 10 years. It's ridiculous. And Tom, would you like to answer John's question? If you are going to tank, who would you draft? What position is your priority?
I'd say cornerback.
Join the queue, mates.
We'll get
from what I've seen, cornerback is probably the rich position from the draft this year.
Our starting cornerbacks this week are Josh Norman and Deontay Johnson.
Oh dear.
Cornerback and linebacker, just because most notably Anthony Barr's possibly going to be a free agent next year.
Especially as your defense is ranked 29th.
What's that?
Your defense is ranked 29th in the league this year.
I know. And it's weird because we've got Kendricks, we've got Barr, we've got Hunter,
Well,
They've all
Hunter's
had
injured.
injuries. They've all had their injuries. I mean, we can see there was a point in the season where we were sacking every quarterback going and we were feeling good about it. But
yeah, that's the year when
it
the
comes
Minnesota
to-
Miracle happened, wasn't it?
yeah, and then when
I mean, you sacked Garoppolo twice.
yeah,
Mm.
I
But
mean,
Garoppolo seems adverse to throwing the ball sometimes.
our run defense, we just can't hack. Good.
I mean, it should be
Running
all right tonight because Steelers run
or-
defense or run offense is ranked 29th.
So,
Or occasionally
I'd say-
good wide receivers lining up in the backfield.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Either
hoping
somewhere.
Hutchinson
Seems to happen
tank,
for you. Seems to work for you quite well.
as low. but
Hutchinson won't drop past
I don't think he will drop as low as
because he's got to go past both New Yorks. He's got to go
Yeah.
past Jacksonville, Texas, Detroit. He will not
Yeah,
be
he
dropping.
won't-
He
he
will
won't
not
drop,
fall out the top
but-
5.
It'd be nice to think about if he does, but he won't. But yeah, no, definitely an edge and a cornerback because Breland is not good.
For me, I just need the Niners. I'm just spend all the money on cornerbacks in free agency and just literally draft cornerbacks, and then one of them should work to play with Verrett and Mosley and Williams.
Just imagine if you had Gilly.
Apparently we
Stephon
couldn't.
Gilmore.
Apparently we couldn't afford Gilly.
Wow. Go
So,
on then. Let's have
what
some
do you think
predictions
our
of score
score's gonna
wise.
be? I'm going to say
I reckon you're going
I'm
to win.
going to say Pittsburgh by a score.
I'm going to say 24-21 Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a scoreboard and going the opposite way. I reckon your passing and rushing offense is too good for Steelers off defense.
Also,
I mean-
just an aside, Jefferson needs 70 yards to break his own record of most amount of receiving yards for Minnesota in
Yes.
a 5-game period.
How
Wow.
far is he off beating Odell's record?
I didn't see that. I just
know
saw
that
the
he's
Minnesota
close.
one.
Should we get those? We'll get those stats up for Monday night.
Yes,
Um,
he could have broken it by then.
yeah, would you like to get the quiz up, Mr. Tom? And would you like to get the facts right this week, Mr. Tom? What is it, 8-3 now, isn't it, or something like that?
No,
Yeah.
we both got a point last week, considering Tom.
Considering Tom got it completely and utterly wrong.
Yes.
Ouch, you guys.
A third overall pick turned into a round 3 pick.
Wasn't even 75th overall.
This guy was the NFL passing touchdown leader in 2019.
What's the word? No, it was last week.
Touchdown receiving or throwing?
Passing touchdowns leader.
Aaron Rodgers.
Mahomes?
Nope. He is a Pro Bowler.
That narrows it down.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Nope.
Matthew Stafford?
Nope. He is
it's not going to be Lamar Jackson because all he does is run.
I'm going to give that to Mr. Ollie OBH.
Does that mean I get 3 points as well?
Yeah.
It's 2 points, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2
Yeah,
points.
it's 2 points. Yeah, because 3.
Yeah.
8-5.
I was going, I can't be Lamar Jackson. All he does is runs.
I mean, you said it, so I had to give it. Yeah, well done.
That's got to be the quickest we ever got the quiz, isn't it?
No, I think I've got one. I think I've got one
thought
after
that
2
you'd have got it
before.
earlier, but yeah.
I think. Does that have Lamar Jackson's rushing touchdowns as part of his receiving?
Yeah, he's probably run more touchdowns than he has thrown, I reckon.
It definitely counts on Madden because I was playing that this morning. On face of the franchise, around number 1 pick overall.
Way.
End up at the Jags.
What position?
Quarterback.
Okay.
So
Well,
we're looking at the
looks like the
AFC
corner.
playoff picture again.
I won the college championships with the Gators.
Oh, you have to be. You have to play the Gators. Or the Wolverines.
Patriots are first, Titans are second, Ravens are third, Chiefs are fourth, Chargers are fifth, Bengals are sixth, Bills are seventh, and Steelers are eighth.
Yeah, I accidentally deleted this earlier, so I had to rewrite it.
In the hunt are Colts, Raiders, Browns, Broncos, Dolphins, and Jets.
That's why there's no spelling mistakes on the Dolphins. As I got spotted the other day, Dolphins had 2 O's in it, apparently.
And the NFC, Cardinals, Packers, Bucks, Cowboys, Rams, Washington, 49ers. And in the hunt, Eagles, Vikings, Panthers, Falcons, Saints, Giants, and Bears.
I think a lot could change this week. There's a lot
still,
of
guys, here's my question for you. Which
There's a lot
conference is going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, it's NFC.
NFC.
Hate to say it. Although saying that, as ESPN said earlier, they reckon it's going to be Patriots Bucks Super Bowl. That would be the grudge match of all grudge matches, wouldn't it? Yeah, like you're going to get there anyway, Tom. Thumbs down.
So Tom just wants to destroy the NFL machine and make Goodall cry, as he said earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, I've said it a couple of times now. I think the Packers are the best team in the NFL at the moment.
The Packers, really?
Yeah, I disagree. Cardinals, in my mind.
Patriots are the best team in the AFC at the moment because the last 5 weeks they've best offense. Well, apart from
as I've said to me, as I said last week, I want 2 out of the next 3, so I need 1 out of the next 2 for you to believe.
So when we beat the Colts on next Saturday,
yeah.
I was saying this on the Patriots WhatsApp group earlier that we've got. I wouldn't mind if we won the next 3 games and then go to Miami and like literally guaranteed with either first choice, first place guaranteed sealed up or home field advantage sealed up and going there resting your starters.
Well, I mean, if you've got number 1 pick, you get a bye anyway.
Exactly. So, but give them 2 weeks, rest them for a couple of weeks. You know what Belichick won't rest them. Yeah. John thinking it's a fix. Only because Raiders haven't been there for so long, John. And John, can we talk about your running back who can't seem to keep it in his pants? Was it 8 kids by 9 or 9 kids by 8 different women?
Hold on, I missed this. Is this Josh Jacobs or is this
Josh Jacobs, 23-year-old running back, and he's already got 8 kids and 9th on his way. By 9 different women. It's like, I know you're in Vegas now, but that's not how it's meant to work.
I've missed that.
Yeah, it's all over social media today. It's quite funny.
So whether you stay home, go out, don't stay at home, go into work or don't go into work,
or go and have a Christmas party,
Christmas party.
No, because
we're not having a Christmas party. Remember that?
It has cheese and wine, so it's not a Christmas party.
It was definitely not a Christmas party.
It was a business meeting.
I didn't go to this Christmas party that we definitely didn't have. Yeah,
but yeah. So if you have a Christmas party watching the.
What's the one I saw earlier? You couldn't back out of a driveway or something like that, wasn't it? Or run out of a driveway or something along them lines.
So yeah, have a Christmas party. Don't have a Christmas party. Enjoy your football this weekend. We will see you on Monday night. All 3 of us, hopefully.
As long as Ollie's not cooking his dinner.
Ollie will have his tea on time. And until then, ladies and gentlemen,
stay safe, or
yeah,
that way.